Alright, here we are. Full screen this time, from the beginning. Not gonna make the same mistake again. Playing another solo game of Speakeasy. The game is on Kickstarter right now, so if you wanna have a look at it, you can visit the campaign page. I still want to do a multiplayer full teach and playthrough. I just need to find the people and the time for it. It was scheduled to happen last night, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make that. Now I've done all the setup for the game except for the first round, the starting round setup. So everything else is all done. Joe's deck is ready to go. We're still playing normal difficulty. I've lost 2 games to Joe the Mobster, so you know, the plan is to try and beat him first before we up the difficulty. I've done the initial setup. We have these districts out of play, or they're empty. So District 1, 3, 9, 11, and 13. And then we have cops in Districts 4, 6, 9, and 15. And cops coming at the end of the first round in Districts 1, 5, 13, and 16. Mobsters, we have the mob controlling District 6, 7, 10, and 16. And there's 2 mobsters coming at the end of the first round during the mob wars, the Lucky Luciano phase. And you can see them with this icon here on Districts 4 and 15. And then there's going to be 2 more than a round after that, and 3 more in the round after that. These are the cards we have in our hand. And the only thing that remains, the boats. The white boat is in downtown here, and the orange boat is in downtown, and then you have the blue boat in midtown and the purple boat, the Al Capone, in the upside. So yeah, we're ready to go. We're just gonna do the starting round, the setup round. Yesterday I think I got Joe to go first. I think I'm gonna go first today. I was just swapping it. It's meant to be random. Reverse turn order. He draws 1 card until he finds a place he can build. He cannot build there. 14. Yeah, and he places his stills there. Takes that. That's it. Then we place the cards back. Shuffle. And now it's our go. Now for us, remember we have to we can build one of our buildings here anywhere, and then we can play one of our cards only for its benefit at the top, not the action. But in addition to that, as in a 2-player game, we get to place one of our family members at the docks to gain a benefit. Okay, so let's plan for this. Not like the previous time. Let's try and plan for this. So right, so the boats. Let's see what crates the boats have. The white boat says it gets you $5 per level of your selling. This one is $6 per family member on your board, $1 per level in the infamy track, which is this one. And the other crate is $5 per level of your track operations. Now we're not going to be attacking the boats straight up. I'm just trying to position ourselves being able to do that later on. So yeah, what are we thinking here? What do we want to build and where? In the previous game I lost my stills, so that wasn't great at all. So I built this first, and then basically I built these 3 and tried to use the discount for my nightclubs and casinos. So that's okay. do we want to go cheap this time and build one of these three? Let's do that. I'm going to build this one. I spend $3. Now, where are we building that? Or do we want to build our stills? No, let's build a speakeasy. Where do we want to build a speakeasy? Now, ideally, we'd want it where there's no mobsters coming and no cops coming, ideally. The other thing we can do is we can try and challenge Joe here and go in the same territory. Because a speakeasy is stronger than a stills, is more valuable, I should say, than a stills, we could win the majority here. So I think let's do that. We'll build there, we'll take this city tile, and we gain the benefit, which is one increase in one of our operations tracks. And I think for starters, let's go with let's go with this. Oh, this one gets us more family members on our board. Okay, well, sure. Let's go with this one. So that gets us up on the infamy track by 1. And we are off to the races. All right. Yay. We have to play one of our cards as well to gain a benefit. Now this gets us a free goon, but goons are pretty cheap at the start. This gets us a helper card. I don't mind that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, these are not bad. These all get us additional cards though, which is fine. And they're pretty hefty in terms of end game money. So that's not bad. This gets us a book. And this one gets us one up the red track. And an additional one if we spend another card. Now, in the previous game, we struggled a little bit with the books. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play this card for 2 reasons. 1, because it gets me a book. And 2, because it gets me 2 permanent leverage until I, discard it, obviously. So yeah, I think that's it. Setup round is done and we are ready to begin the game. Let me just have a look. We don't draw a card back, right, at the starting round. Yeah, starting hand has 3 cards. That's fine. Okay, now, in the previous game, let's have a look. In the previous game, how did we go? We lost by not a lot. We lost by $30, $29, 406 to 377. So our goal is to win. Not that it wasn't last time, but you know what I mean. So, we're all ready to go. We are first, so we have no helper cards to play, so we will get to act first. I'll take one of my capos and place them up here. So, where do I want to go? Now, building 2 buildings is a pretty obvious thing, or building 2 of these is also pretty obvious. We can do either or. I mean, I want to try all sorts of different things. But we need the stills out. So this is kind of I think a bit of a, for me, I think this is a bit of an obvious move at the very start of the game. So I'm going to go here, but which side do I want to go? Do I want a book or do I want a helper card? I think I want a helper card, and I'm going to draw this one that gets me an orange card. Okay. And now I get to build 2 buildings, my stills, my speakeasy. So I'm definitely going to build my stills, so I'm going to spend $5. Now, where do we want to build this? We could go full on upside and try and build here, but that might not work. The stills should probably be somewhere central so we can serve multiple districts. So I'm thinking maybe one of these regions where districts, there's no cops coming there and there's no mobsters yet. So maybe we do that. Another good option is one of these, but here we'd have to fight the mobsters and we only have strength of 1 and 1 goon, so that's not going to happen. So yeah, let's go with these. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna build there. So I spent my $5. I get the benefit here, which is a leverage token. Leverage token comes and sits down there. That's my first build. My second build. Ooh. Family member sounds good. City tile also sounds good. A free goon is good, but not incredible, because they're rather cheap at the start of the game. Another book is great. Let's go with this. I'm gonna spend another $5. I'm down to 2. I have 30 in my safe. And I'm gonna go... Where am I going? That gets me a family member. Goes on my board. Where do we want to build this? Based on our current situation. We could come here. Or we could go in downtown. Downtown is a bit tricky because here there's mobsters that we can't kick out and a cop. Here there's a mobster coming at the end of this round, an existing cop. Here there's going to be a cop at the end of this round. Yikes. Okay. How about we stick around here? And let's use this. So we'll build over here in District 12, and that got us our family member. I paid the money. I'm all done. So I went here, took a helper card and built 2 buildings. And now at the end of my turn, I get to draw a card. Now we're missing a purple card, obviously. That might be good. To increase our tracks a bit more. Or do I just want to have options? I'll draw the purple card. Okay, that was our first turn. Joe's go. Okay, I've shuffled his deck. He draws the first card. He goes to this location there. Okay, and now we follow what's on the card. He goes up on this operations track, which means he goes up on the infamy track once. He sells, he has nothing to sell at the start of the game, and then he builds a nightclub. So to see where he builds a nightclub, we draw this first card. There's a bonus there, which means he sends a family member at these docks. These docks are the upside. So he's gonna send a family member. Oh, we forgot our family member at the start of the game. Yeah, let's send it in Midtown and take a book. That should have been part of the setup. Okay, so he's building in District 6. Can he build in District 6? He can. So he's gonna kick out one of the mobster speakeasies. That comes to his board. He scores 1 point for each one of those at the end of the game. Joe always has enough strength to kick out other mobsters in these sort of territory wars, and he always has enough to defend when they attack at the end of each round. Okay, so he placed his nightclub and now he's attacking a ship. Wow, okay, well that was quick. How does the attacking a ship work again? Always attacks the ship with the most barrels. In a tie, he attacks the ship with the lowest in the lowest numbered district. Well, they all have the same amount of barrels. So he's going to attack this ship, which is the Sandra Daisy. So he attacks Sandra Daisy. He gains $5 from that. Sandra Daisy is in downtown. He doesn't need to have family members there like we do. It doesn't matter. He takes the crate. That goes onto his family board. I don't think it matters which way it goes. There you go. There's no family members of ours, otherwise he would be paying us. Well, we'd be gaining $1 for each one of those. Returns a family member, there are none. And moves a barrel from the attacked ship next to one of his highest operating buildings. Now, this is not operational because there's a cop there. So it's going to go there on his stills. That's it. And then the ship moves clockwise to the next available slot. This is blocked, this is blocked, this is blocked. Goes all the way down there in upside. Upper west side, what is that? East side, upper east side maybe. And that's it. Okay. If anybody's in the chat, please let me know if this is working fine. So he's done his actions. That's it. So that's the end of the round. No change of turn order happened. Second action. We are first. Do we want to play this? There's no reason not to play it. So we're gonna play this to draw an orange card. I guess you could argue to keep it until there's a better orange card there, but I'm gonna play it. And now, what action do we want to do? He took this one, which would be good, but we have no money. We have 2 money and $30 in our safe. So again, we need to work towards building up some cash. So cash we can get from producing and selling booze. I need to replace this crate. Or attacking one of the ships. Quickest way is to do that. Now this one is interesting because we have 2 tiles here, 2 city tiles. One is produce and the other one is move barrels. The only problem with that is our production operations level at the moment is at 1, which means we would only produce 1 barrel. Ideally, we would want to produce 2. So, so we could play this action, because this action allows us to play 2 city tiles and then play a card. So we could basically play, in theory, we could play that action, play these 2 city tiles, produce, then move the barrels, and then play a purple card to sell them all in one action, which is absolutely fantastic, except we can only produce 1 and our truck operations level is at 2, which means even if we produce 2 barrels, from here we need to move 1, 2, 3 to be able to deliver both of these. Make sense? So, if that's the case, do we want to increase our operations level first? How do we do that? We could go here. This is not a bad one because that allows us to increase one of our operations level, then buy some goons, and then take an association with one of the mobsters. Now the mobsters here, we have, let's see who we got. We got Texas Ginan. She has a power of 4. But we don't have to pay her if they're attacking our speakeasy and we sort of call her for help. This guy gets us 2 leverage, which is pretty good. Only the killer Madden, 3 power, and Waxy Gordon, that gets us 2 new city tiles. Okay. Yeah, we need to improve our operations a bit. So which action do we want to take? This one, the only problem with this is it doesn't benefit us immediately in terms of what we want to do, because I don't think we're going to want to take out any of these speakeasies anytime soon. And these immediate benefits are not huge. Here would be great, except we don't have money. I mean, we have these, but it's going to be super expensive to try and build. We could go here. Here would allow us to gain a family member on our board. We can host 2 because we just increase our VIP level here by 1. And then gain a leverage token and play a red card. The problem with that is we're on the first turn order here, which means it costs us 4 leverage to put out 1 family member. We just don't have that. Okay. All right. I have an idea. How about we go there? We spend an orange card to increase our production. We produce 2 barrels and then just move them. Let's do that. I know we're not going to reach this spot, but we can at least deliver 1 barrel. Is that okay? Is that efficient enough? Or we could go there and do that later. Let's do that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there and I'm going to take operations up by 1. I'm going to take my trucks operations up, which increases my infamy track. And then I can do an association and buy goons. Now, which guy do we want to associate with? This one gets us 2 city tiles, but we only have space for 1. So unless we really want one of these, I'm thinking we use one of the others. This is great because it gets us 2 leverage, which is going to help us for putting out family members. Let's do that. So he's on District 7. He's up there. So we've associated ourselves with Tommy 3-Finger Brown. Hey. Okay. Okay. Next step is to buy goons if we want to. So do we want to buy some goons? We have $2. The first one is worth 1, the second one costs 2. We're definitely going to buy the first one for $1. And I think we're going to buy another one. So that costs 2. So 1 from here and 1 from the safe, which is translates to 2. Okay. All right. So we did that. We associated ourselves with Tommy Three Finger Brown, who can protect us in future mob wars. I wonder if it's too early to do that though, and I should be going for like somebody stronger next round. I did the same mistake in the previous game, but that's okay. We got some goons. I think we're done. And I need to draw a card at the end of my turn. Okay. I'm gonna draw this one, I think. Done. Joe's turn. What you got for us, Joe? Second turn. He goes to the garage. Always takes the left spot of the two. If the left spot's not available, he's going to take the right spot. So, he increases his truck operations by 1. He gets his infamy up and he places a speakeasy. Alright, let's see which district he's going to. District 14, but first places a family member on Midtown. So, over here. District 14, he cannot, because it's full. He draws again. He now takes a helper card. So these bonuses, he takes the first one of each type. This one is 20 bucks, this is 10, and this is 5. He doesn't have any, so he's gonna take this one. I'm just gonna put his cards underneath here. District 7, he can. So he is going to go to District 7, removes this, builds that, and takes this at his player board. So he built there, and now he is moving his barrels. He only has 1 barrel to move. Now, when Joe moves barrels though, he moves barrels based on his level of truck operation. So this one saying 2 means he can move 2 barrels, yeah? If he only has 1 on his stills area, he takes another barrel from a ship. Now, which ship does he get that from? Deliver barrels. The number, Joe takes barrels from his stills and then from the cheapest ship. Cheapest ship says $4 is the Arnold Rothstein. So he's going to take a barrel from this, and this ship then moves clockwise to the next empty spot. Blocked, blocked, blocked here. And so he's going to place these 2 barrels in his highest value buildings. Actually, he only has 1. No, he has 2. Oh, but this one's not operational. This one's not operating, so... Oh, he's an interesting edge case. I'm assuming he doesn't take that barrel then from the ship. And the reason being, he first delivers a barrel from his stills. He can deliver this here, fine. But that's it, he doesn't have another barrel to deliver to. However, the instructions and the solo mode, I'm just reading out loud here, says Joe takes barrels first from his stills, then from the cheapest ship. So he's taken the barrel from his stills, and then it says Joe delivers first to his higher value operating buildings, which he did. It's this one. This one's not operating, so he does not deliver to that. The question is, does he take a second barrel to deliver at these stills? Because technically you don't deliver barrels at the stills. But further up in the solo sheet, it says higher value operating buildings always follows this order: casino, nightclub, speakeasy, stills. So I think he might take a barrel and put it there. I'm not sure how this works. Interesting question. Vital's Discord to the rescue. I'm just posting a question on Vital's Discord. Give me 1 second. For now, I am going to give him this barrel. I'd rather make the game more difficult than easier. So I'm not sure how this is meant to work, but this is a little bit of an edge case where, so the question is, he's delivering barrels. He can deliver 2 barrels because of this, but starting up, he only had 1 barrel on his stills. Now, usually in the rules, you take this, you deliver it, and then it takes another one from a ship to deliver. But there's no second barrel. Oh, Shelly's already responded. Okay, so he doesn't deliver it. Hey. Thank you, Shelly. Yes, stills are not for delivering, they're only for producing. Very good. So he's done that, and now he wants to sell. He is going to sell this one that he has. And, oh, Shelly is at Essen. Everybody's at Essen except me. So he delivers this, he sells this, and he gets his 10 bucks. And he is done. That was the second round. The third order didn't change. Third round, off we go. What do we want to do third round? We have 0 money and 28 in our safe. Now, one of the reasons people are still awake. 4 a.m. in Essen, still awake. Okay, that sounds like a long weekend. We talked about going here to try and produce, deliver, and sell all in the same turn, which I know it sounds very ambitious, but I actually think we can pull it off. So I think we should do that. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to the restaurant. Now you need to spend a card to change the turn order. Do we want to do that? I think we do, because the next turn we could try and get a family member and place out some protection. Well, we have to spend a card anyway. So which card are we going to spend? Well, given we're going to use that tile for production, I'm going to spend an orange card because I have 2 of those, and I'm going to go here, so I need to spend another card. I'm going to spend this green card. Okay, so that's that, and now we can do 2 actions. Place books, 2 of the 3 actions. Place 3 books, play 2 city tile, or play a card. So I'm going to play city tiles first. This is a nice combo. I'm going to play this, which allows me to produce. Hey, hang on. I confused myself. The idea was to play this card, so we're going to actually discard this one. Yeah, I remember now. So we're playing a card first here. So we're going to play this card that gets us 1 up our production track, which gets us here, which gets us a family member. Hey, okay, I don't mind that. And now we can play 2 city tiles. One, actually, this is interesting, because if we play this card, that card allows us to produce. Okay. But I have to, because I want to produce 2 barrels, so I have to play this card. So this card allows me to produce. So I'm producing 2 barrels. They go to my stills. and now I can play 2 city tiles, so I don't need to play this anymore. So I'm definitely going to play this one, and we'll worry about the other one later, to move my barrel. So my truck comes into play here, and he can move 3 spaces. So we load up the barrels, and he goes 1, 2, delivers this barrel here, 3, goes overboard a bit, delivers this barrel here. How do these barrels stay? Stay! There you go. Okay, I'm happy with this. So that was my first city tile. Let's chuck that there. We can play another one. Now this one, we can play again and produce again. I don't mind that. Or we can build another Speakeasy. Do we want to do that? We're going to place protection next turn. I'm thinking we try and get as much money from the district majorities as we can. Not district majorities. What does the rule book call these? District control, yeah. So maybe it's actually a good idea to do place a Speakeasy. Of course, the problem is we have already 3 buildings out and all 3 are unprotected. So we're going to have to do some protection, but we have 2 family members ready to go out. So I think at this point, I'm going to play this to build a Speakeasy. Let's place that there. Of course, we don't have any money, so we're going to have to spend from our save. So I think it's going to be one of the cheaper ones. If we do this, that's a free goon. If we do this, that's another city tile. I don't mind that. Let's do that. So I'm going to spend 3 money, but because it's all from our save, it's 6. So we'll go to 22 and build this Speakeasy out, which gets us a city tile, which I will gain in a minute. But what I'm thinking here is, I go to this district so that I can get some money from the scoring of in the first region there. Was that a good idea? Sure it is. Or do I try and improve my situation in these 2 regions? Here and here I'm winning, obviously. Here Joe is winning it. Here the mob is winning it. So I'm winning this region. This region, however, the mob has 1 district and I have the other one. Remember, Speakeasies are most valuable than... not most valuable, they're... yeah, they win the district majority than the stills. Of course, none of my buildings are protected, so that's a problem. And I'm sure Joe will put out some protection at some point. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay, no, let's do that. We're going to build here. And we gain a city tile. I quite like these city tiles that are giving additional actions, but I think this time, I'm going to take this one. Or we take this one. We do want to be able to place more family members out very, very soon. Now I'm going to take this. Okay. What am I doing? Where was I? I played my 2 city tiles to move my barrels. I played my orange card first to produce. Then I played my first city tile to move the barrels and deliver. And then I played this to build a Speakeasy there, which got me another city tile. From there, plus the benefit, which was this, and I've paid for it with $6. So we are all good. Dirty Habanero says he's not at Essen, but you'll be at a convention in 2 weeks. Which convention is that, mate? And thank you for joining in. You're very regular to my stream, so I really appreciate that. It's nice to have a bit of company and walk through some of the thinking that goes behind these games. It's good to know there's somebody listening on the other end, even if it's background noise. So, we've taken our action and we got our second place here in the turn order, which is what we wanted. And I'm drawing a card because it's the end of my turn. Now I don't have an orange and I don't have a green. I guess it's this one. Okay, Joe's third turn. Let's go. Pressing the wrong button. So Joe goes to this location, pushes his VIP operations up by 1, which means he comes over here. Have I miscounted his operations here? He should be at 8. I think I must have missed this something. Let me have a look. Yeah, so I should have increased Joe's operating level by a random card, which I didn't. Let's do that now. Sorry about that. That's the selling. There you go. Now it's correct. It hasn't affected anything. But basically what happens is at the start of the game, you draw one of the 0 cards that you have here from the setup, and whatever shows up, he starts with an additional bump. And now things are correct. So he has 2 plus 3 is 5, 6 plus 2 is 8, which is correct there. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he's increased his VIP operations level and now he's placing out protection to his buildings. So he can place 1 and he always goes to the buildings that do have cops. So if I'm not mistaken, it's this one. Right? Let's have a look. Placing protection. Buildings in districts with cops first. Yes, done. And that's it. That was his third action. Quick action. Argo. Hang on. End of round. This happens. And if anybody had built any casinos, they'd get $5 each. Neither of us have. Our last action for this first round. Okay. Hey Stephen, thanks for joining. You checking this out for the first time? Oof. There's a bit going on here, so apologies, but I'm just going through the solo mode. I will do a full multiplayer game and teach. I was hoping to do that last night, and Daniel and Spencer were keen to join me, but unfortunately I couldn't make it. So I'm going to be looking for 2 people. If 2 people in the community want to learn and play a game of Speakeasy, a 3-player game of Speakeasy with me on the stream, let me know. We'll do it one of the next maybe 2 or 3 days. I'm very keen. But for now, last action. You can sit up there until we decide what to do with you. Oh, hang on. Last action, but it's Joe first because we changed the turn order. So, Joe's turn. Okay, Joe goes to City Hall. Is that City Hall? That must be City Hall. He increases his VIP operations by 1, which gets him up another bump on the infamy track, and he places protection again. And now he can place 2 family members out. Uh-oh. That's not good news for us because he goes and protects that and this. So all of a sudden, this means that this district now, for the end round scoring, the majority bit, he's winning this because any protected building always trumps non-protected buildings, even if there's no cops there. I mean, if there's cops, then non-protected buildings are as if they don't exist anyway. So that wasn't good news for us. And now he's going to place one of his speakeasies. And we're going to draw a card to see where he does that. First, he places a family member in upper side. Yes. So he goes over there in the docks. And now he wants to build in District 8. He can. There's an empty spot there. So he takes this city tile and places that speakeasy there. We just lost that district. That is a big problem for us, because that means we're going to lose this region, as in Joe will beat us. Speakeasies are more valuable than stills. Yeah, we're in trouble. Okay, we'll figure it out when our turn is up. So he placed his speakeasy and now he's going to produce. How many barrels he produces? He produces based on his orange operations level here. So he only produces one. He's gone up in the other ones, but not that one, which is good news for us. And he's going to place that on his stills area here. I mean, I don't know if in the final game there's going to be some kind of placement area on his board for his stills barrels, but for me it makes sense to put them on the map because I can easily tell how many barrels he has in. So, okay, so that was Joe. Thanks, Joe, appreciate it. So recap, at the end of this round, we have this district, but Joe has this. So we're tied in this region. Here, the mob has this, we have this, but Joe now has these two. So he's beating us here. And in fact, we're going to get 0 because we're going to get tied second place with the mob. And in upper side, Joe is winning this district and the mob is winning that. Right. What do we want to do? We need to place family members out. No question about it. Here's the problem. Problem is this guy came and took this slot. No. Okay, we need to place 2 family members, right? We have 2. So we need 4 leverage. We have 2, 3. If we play a red card, that's enough. But how are we going to play a red card if this guy's gone there? That's not good. That's not very friendly, Joe. I'll take that as a compliment, says Joe the mobster. I mean, we could go to the restaurant again, but that will start getting costly. On the other hand, going to the restaurant allows us to play city tiles. And we have a ton of very, very useful city tiles that we'd very much like to play. So do I sacrifice a card to do that? The problem with that is that to stay where I am, to stay second, I need to sacrifice a second card, which is not what I want. Oh, but I don't see another way around it. I do not see another way around it. I could go here. That allows me to place protection. But I only have 2, 3. Oh, I have 4. So I could do it. I could do that. Save myself 2 cards. On the other hand, playing the 2 city tiles is very, very juicy. Because I get to go up on one of my operations tracks, or I get to produce, I get to sell. Selling is good. Oh, selling is very tempting. Hang on. Hang on. Selling can be very, very tempting at this point. You know why? Because we have 0 money. That's why. That's gonna cost us 2 cards. Live dangerously. Just do it. or do I go here and play it safe? So this will get me another family member, which I can't hold on my board, so I'm going to have to put it on the docks, which is good. Yeah, I think spending 2 cards to remain second when I'm already second is a bit of a... Yeah, it's not a great idea, and I did struggle with cards in the previous game, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go here. So this allows me to buy goons and get a family member. Now, family member, I cannot hold a third one because my level of operations in the VIP operations rank is 2. So this family member is off to the docks. Where do we want to send him? We could go upside, we could go midtown. Upside is not a bad idea. Let's go upside, and then every time you place a family member, you gain the benefit, but you can move any additional family members to that area. Do I want to move this guy? Put all of my bets in upside. Sure. Let's do that. So this family member gets a city tile or a card. I think I'm going to draw a card at this point. Or I could go for a city tile, so I have 4. Do we want to take this? I like this idea. Let's do that. Let's go for a city tile, and I'm going to move this guy there. Okay, where are we at? Got a family member, we can buy goons. Do we want to buy any goons? They cost 3, 4, and 5 bucks. We have 0, double the cost from our safe. Logic says no. So I think I'm going to skip that, and then I can place protection. I'm on second, so I only costs me 2 leverage per family member. I have 2. I have 1, 2, 3. I have him. 4, 5. Oh, okay, so I could place these 2 anyway. So, we need to decide where we're going to place these. If we place it here, we're going to win this district, which is fantastic. So I think that's what we're going to do. Now here, the situation is slightly different. If we place here, we're going to win that district too. Because protected building always trumps any other more valuable building. So those 2 are the ones we're doing. So yeah, I feel like in a 2-player game, which the solo game simulates, you have to play the area control game much more aggressively, like I'm doing now, to have a chance against Joe. Okay. Are we done? That's our turn. We're done. We're drawing a card. We are going to draw a green card. Why not? We don't have one. So that was our turn. That's the end of the round. Nobody changed the turn order. That is 4 actions done. We are now going to the Lucky Luciano phase. So first the mobsters come out. I'm going to, as usual, I'm going to shuffle the pack here. So this is the B pack. And whoever is on top is going to go on the first district, and whoever is second is going to go on the second. So the first district is District 4, and then it's District 15. So, shuffle, shuffle. And we have Jack Diamond, Jack Legs Diamond in District 4. There's nobody there to defend. So, Jack goes, yeah, I'll take that territory, thanks very much. That is now mine. He is done. And then the second one is on 15. And we have Birdie Brown. There's also nobody to defend on 15. So the mob speakeasies come out. And Birdie Brown is in the game. These are now out of the game. get them out of here. So are these. Now, we also flip these to see where the next mob wars are going to happen. It's districts 5 and 8. So 5 and 8. So we know where the mobsters are going to show up at the end of the next round, but you don't know which ones and how much strength exactly. You know they're going to be about 8 to 10 strength. So, yeah. So we've done that. Cops come out. This one and this one, 13 and 16. And where's the other two? 5 and 1. 5 and 1. And then the next 4 are going to be in districts 14, 7, 8, and 2. Okay. These things go out. And now we score for the district majorities. So let's do one by one. Downtown first. Nobody controls this. Nobody controls this. This one, we control it. So we go one step up. This one, the mob controls it. This one, nobody controls it. And this one, Joe controls it because he has a protected building. So, as you can see, it's a triple tie, which means we both get the third reward. So $10 in our safe, and Joe gets $10. Joe doesn't have a safe. All his dollars are normal dollars, so that's that. Midtown. District number 7 is controlled by Joe. District number 8 is controlled by us because we have a family member protecting this building. 9 is empty, 10 is the mob, 11 is empty, and 12 is A. It's yellow, so we gain $20 in our safe. And Joe and the mob tie for second place, which means they get nothing. I'm very happy with this. I'm also going to be very happy with upside because the mob controls 2 places, 2 districts. This is uncontrolled, and this one we control because Speakeasy trumps the stills. So the mob gets 40, we get 30, Joe gets nothing. 30 says 82. We're smashing this, he says, and then loses by 200 points difference. So, and that is the first round. That was pretty quick. Quick, he says. That's about an hour, 50 minutes for the first round. There's 3 rounds. Yeah, it speeds up. That was it. Return the capos. One of them goes to swim with the fishes at the bottom of the river with concrete shoes on his legs. And 3 of the 4 come back. And yeah, off we go. Second round. We need to put these cards back into Joe's deck. Shuffle, shuffle. And then we take these. These go there. Shuffle, shuffle. This is his deck for the second round. How are we doing? How are we traveling? We've done well in terms of majorities and money and stuff, but you can see here we have no cash, but we're in a good position. I think we're in a much better position than we were in the previous game. So, second round, Joe goes first. We have 3 actions now. Now, we have to be careful because at the end of this round, the mob wars there's going to be 2 mobsters that will come out on districts 5 and 8. So we have to be careful that we need enough strength to defend that. They're going to be coming in with strength between 8 and 10. Now we could use our association to defend, but our strength is tiny, it's only 1. So we have to be very, very careful here, whether we want to get another association with a stronger mob boss, or we want to, I don't know, or we want to maybe try to increase our strength a bit. So increasing the strength, protecting our buildings are our absolute priorities in this round, I think. Okay, Joe goes first. Off you go, Joe. He goes to this location. What does he do? He increases his production, which takes him up there. Increases his truck operations, which takes him up another spot. He places a casino down. Let's say where. District card says 16, but first we place a family member in Midtown. Here. 16. Can he place on 16? You betcha. He's going to remove this. Takes this city tile and places a casino there. And now he gets to move barrels, deliver barrels. How many can he deliver now? He can deliver 3. How many operating buildings does he have? He has 1, 2, 3. This one's not operating. There's a cop there and it's not protected. So he's going to deliver 3 barrels. The first one will come from his stills. He goes to the highest value operating building, which is this guy. And then I'm assuming he buys 2 barrels. Yep. So then he's going to take from the cheapest ship, which is the Arnold Rothstein, for $4. He doesn't pay money for that, but he's going to take that and goes straight to his other building. And the Arnold Rothstein moves here. Then the next cheapest ship is these 2, but then he goes to the lowest district value, this one. So he's going to buy it from the Stephanie St. Clair, brings it to his other building, which is this Speakeasy, and then this ship moves all the way here. Now, maybe this is a bit of a nuance. Maybe he buys both barrels from the same ship. I don't know. But, or maybe the ship moves at the end of that turn. Let's have a look. That might determine that. When does the ship move? If your truck is in a district containing a rum runner ship, you may buy barrels from the ship to fill your truck. You buy 1 barrel, pay the amount, blah, blah, blah. After buying the barrels, move the ship clockwise to the next port without a rum runner ship. So I will interpret that the way I've played it. So he buys the barrel from the white ship. The white ship moves. Then he needs to buy another barrel. He buys it from the white or the blue, but now the blue is the lowest number district. He buys it from the blue, and the blue ship moves. So he's delivered all of his barrels. He's gonna make some serious cash next turn, but that was his first move. Okay, what do we want to do? Here we go. We need strength, potentially a new association, and we need family members out. And we need to sell. All of those things with 3 actions. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Remember, we have these city tiles, and we can use that because that's a pretty powerful thing to be able to produce and sell and all at the same time. We have barrels ready to sell. They both speak easy, so we're not making too much money. Only 10 bucks. Unless we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 up on this infamy track, but that seems unlikely. How do we go up in strength? We can go here and try and build some stuff. But we don't have any money. So first we need money, then we need to be able to build. So how do we get money first? How do we get money first? Hey. We cannot attack a rum runner ship. We're too weak. Okay, so if we go here, if we go to the restaurant, yes, we're gonna lose a card, but we're gonna be able to play 2 city tiles and play a card. I think it's just too strong to not do it. It's just too strong to not do it anymore, you know? And we need to sell, we need to do something. So I'm gonna go at the restaurant. The problem with that is we still need some additional strength. Hang on. So do I go here to gain a new association, get some strength, and that way at least we're better positioned. Let's do that. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna increase my strength by 1, which brings me up here. Then I can buy goons, which I'm not going to, but I can get a new association. So this will go away. What's his name will go back to region 7, district 7. Tommy Three Finger Brown, we didn't need you, mate. And what if we get Birdie Brown now? Because she will get us 2 family members. 1 at the docks and 1 kissing the ring. She costs 7, but I think that's what we're going to do. So it's District 15 up there. We gain 2 family members, 1 here and 1 up the docks. Now the docks, hey. Do we want a card? We don't want a city town, we're full. Or do we want a free goon or a book? A book is good. A free goon at the moment is also good. Depends which docks we want to go at as well. There's only 1 ship at the downtown docks. So I think I'm going to go to Midtown. I'm going to go to Midtown and get a card. I'm going to take a... orange card? Sure. Okay, I've done this. I didn't buy any goons. I'm done. I need to draw a card for the end of my turn. I have too many cards now in my hand. But I think I have a feeling I'm going to need them. I have a feeling I'm going to need them. I'm going to draw a purple card. Okay, we are done. Turn order did not change this round. Next. Second action in the game. We still have 0 money. Okay. Joe goes to the restaurant. Whoops. Okay, he takes the 2nd place, as he always does, and now he cooks the books. He places 3 books. Let's go. Cooks the books. He needs to be able to fulfill these zone goals, so we'll check these first. Does he have a speakeasy and a casino in the same district? No. Does he have a speakeasy and a nightclub in different districts? No. and he doesn't fulfill this either. So he then goes to Town Hall here. Does he have 3, 5, or 7 different districts with protected buildings? He has, yes, he has 1, 2, 3. So he places his first book there and gains 20 bucks. He has 2 more to place. He cannot do any other ones, but then he goes to the docks. He has 1 crate from the ship he attacked before, so he places that there, gains another 15, goes to 60. Then after that he goes to the infamy track, covers this. The first one gets 10 bucks and goes up 1 in his lowest, I think, operations level. Yeah, from left to right. Yeah, this one. So it goes up 1 more. Uh-oh. So he's placed 3 books. Uh-oh. That wasn't great, because we could be aiming for some of these, and all of these are like low-hanging fruits that you can easily get to, and he got there first. Maybe we should have done our books first, eh? Okay. There's always these, I suppose, but okay. So that is his second action. Our go. Now, we're still on second place here on this column, which means if we want to place out family members, now is the time that it's cheap, because next round we're going to go first place and it's going to go more expensive. We're going to need 4 leverage tokens, 4 leverage for each family member. Problem is we only have 1 here. So we could go there. And do that. Is that what we want to do? Protect these 2 buildings? I think we have to. Is there any way we can place out another? No. Okay, so our second action, this second round, is going to be here in the town hall, which gains us a family member. There he is. And we can buy goons. I'm not going to, again, I don't have any money. I mean, I could spend money from my safe, but I think I'm going to save my money for now. Then I gain 1 of these tokens, 1 leverage token. Goes down here with my other one, and then I can play a red card. So now playing a red card now, I think, okay, we have a couple of interesting options. I could play this one, which gets me a book, yeah, or I could play this one that allows me to go up on my VIP track once, and if I spend another card I can go up another time. So then I'm able to host 3 family members here. I think I'm going to go with the book first. It's good to have the books. I'm going to play that. Gain a book and then place protection. And I need to pay 2 leverage for each family member. I have 2 family members, I need 4, and I only have 2, 4, 5, so I don't need to spend any of these. So these 2 go out, my buildings are protected, okay. Maybe this card would have been a better idea. Because that gets us up there as well. I'm gonna change that. Instead of playing this card, so I'm not getting the book, I'm playing this card. I'm still placing out protection, so that's fine, but in that case I'd have to spend 1 of these because I only have 3 and I need 4. So I'm doing that because the reason for that is I want to go up on this track once, which gets me here, and then I'm going to spend a card. I'm going to spend This one to go another one, which gets me to level 3. The 4th spot, but now I can have 3 family members here. But also, most importantly, gets me here on my 11th spot on the infamy track, which allows me to draw a card and a helper card. So I'm trying to do a bit of combo here. So I'm going to draw one of these cards in a minute. I'm going to take this one. But then a helper card. Oh, this one allows me to build a speakeasy. Yeah, let's do that. I still have no money. What is going on here? I've managed to squeeze... Oh, I'm gonna have trouble now. I didn't play that right. I didn't play that right, and the reason for that... Hello, 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 welcome. Welcome to the stream. You arrived at exactly the right moment where I have completely screwed up. Because I went to place protection for my family, with my family members to my buildings, and I forgot that I have no money. The mobsters will attack me, whoops, here in District 8, and I have no money to defend myself. So I'm going to have to spend from my safe, which is going to be double the cost. Ouch. Not good, but it is what it is. That's okay. We've done that. I've done that. Played a red card. I'm all done. Oh, hang on. I've got another action. I'm good. At the end of my turn, I need to draw a card. I've got a ton of cards now. Which one do I want? Let's grab this guy. Maybe not. Let's grab... This guy. Okay, that was my second action, and now turn order changes. I go first, Joe goes second, and because he has a casino out, he gains $5. Damn you, Joe. Okay. Third action. I am first now, so I gotta be careful because I don't know what Joe is gonna do. Sorry, this should have been replaced. We've just established we need money, yeah? The problem is I cannot play this helper card at the start of my turn to play Speakeasy because I have no money. I mean, I could build this cheap one here for $6. But is there anywhere I can build that will get me majority without compromising depending on where the cops come out and stuff like that? None here. No chance in hell. None here. Well, I could place it here, but it's not going to help me. And here I would have to go and fight one of these and protect this building. Well, that depends. What is our intention this turn? Our intention is to go here, right? To go here, play 2 city tiles, and play a card. The city tiles we're going to play is, one of these is to sell. Oh, this one allows us to place protection out. But we don't have family members. Is there any way we can get a family member? This guy. Oh, we can do it. We can do it. We can play this card, get a family member, produce, then play this, place family members, and then do this and sell. Or one of these. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and be efficient. I'm going to play this card. It tells me I can build a Speakeasy. I'm going to spend $3 from my safe. That's 6. Build this Speakeasy out. That gets me a free goon. I think I've done all right. And this speakeasy is going to go where? One would hope Joe would be a good guy, but it doesn't appear to be the case, you say. I don't know. He does not look very friendly. So where are we going to go? I don't want to spend more money to pay Birdie Brown, so I don't think I can go and attack any of these mobsters. Who is on District 15, by the way? I need to put the power things down, which I forgot to do last time. That was Birdie Brown, wasn't it? Birdie Brown has a power of 6. Can't fight with Birdie Brown there, by the way. She's my people. And district number 4 is this guy, which is a 5. Okay. Well. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, we could come here. We could come here and take one of these spots. Problem is, we're going to have to protect that twice. One here and one there. So that's a problem. Woof. This is becoming very tricky now. Unless we spend some money. Okay. This needs power 6. We only have power of 2 and we need to... Yeah, we don't have enough goons, forget it. It's not going to happen. So where are we going to build this damn speakeasy? Do we just build it in one of the same regions and be done with it? Doesn't help us with majorities, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it otherwise. That's going to cost us a lot of money to defend. And we might not even be able to do that. So I'm going to go there. Hang on. Do I want to go there? He's very likely to go and protect that building, but what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't and I steal this district from him? The other thing we want to be looking at is these zone goals. So here we want a speakeasy and a nightclub in different districts. Here we want a speakeasy and a casino in the same district. So let's do that. I'm going to go there. I'm going to take this city tile, which is going to go away. Let's chuck it there. So I've built that, gained a free goon, paid the $6. That was my helper card. And now for my action, what is my plan? Go here and gain some money, yeah? No question about it. I mean, I could go here, but I don't have money to build. So I'm going there. I need to spend a card. And I want to send a... If I want to go second, I want to spend the second card. So I'm going to spend one first. I'm going to spend this one. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go first or do we want to trash a card to go second? I don't think we need to go second quite yet because all of our buildings are protected except this one. And this one, to send something out, we need 4 leverage if we stay there. We have 3. Plus 1 is 4. Do we... Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna sacrifice another card to go second. I'm gonna sacrifice this one. Okay, so I've done this. And now I get to do 2 of these 3 actions. I can play up to 3 books, I can play up to 2 city tiles, and I can play a card. And I think the idea was we use our city tiles to sell these 2 barrels that we have. And then we use this to place protection out. Except we don't have a family member. So first we need to do that. So we need to play a card that will get us a family member, which is one of these 2. Okay. This allows us to produce, this allows us to sell. So in either case, we're going to save ourselves one of these tiles for now, which is pretty good. Feel pretty good about that. So I have to play this one. I have to play this orange one. So this goes away. So I'm playing a card first. Play this card, gets me a family member. And then I get to produce. I get to produce 2 barrels because my level of operations for producing is at 2. Where's my stills? The barrels go to my stills. So I've played a card, and now I'm going to play 2 city tiles. First, I'm going to play this one that allows me to place protection. I can place up to as many as I want, but I'm second. It takes me 2 leverage to place 1. I have 1, and I have 2 leverage there, so boop, I get to protect that building. Although I don't need to do that yet. Hang on, back that up. That building, we don't need to protect it right now because we're going to win this district because nobody else can build there. Even if the cop is there, we have a protected building. We should be good. So do I save my family member for when I have more to take that action then? I think we're going to do that. So my 2 tiles, first I'm going to sell. I can sell up to 2 based on this track. And I'm going to sell these 2 barrels. Ooh, hang on. Before we do that, we're going to play this first. You'll see why in a minute. This allows us to up our operations 1 by 1. So we're going to up our strength, which we're going to need for the upcoming mob wars. But most importantly, gets us to 12 on the infamy track. And now we gain more money from selling. So now we're going to sell with our second city tile. Let's put these here and that one there. And we're going to sell these 2 barrels from Speakeasies, which is 15 bucks cash. That's 30 bucks. Hey! Done. Very good. I'm very happy with this. So we went here, spent 2 cards to go second, then we played our card to produce and to gain a family member, which turns out we didn't use. And then we played our 2 city tiles, the first one to increase our strength and go up on the infamy track, and the second one to sell our 2 barrels. And we are done. We need to draw a card. We don't have any orange cards, so that's the one I'm going to draw. Okay. Okay, Joe, your go. He is going to, what's this location called? The docks. The docks says he increases his production operation level, goes up on the infamy track to 13. And then he produces 2 barrels. Where's his stills? Purple. Here. And that is his 3rd action. Okay. I think we're doing pretty well. Maybe we have a chance. We'll see. That is the 3rd action. Turn order changed. So Joe gets another 5 because of his casino. That's not right. Hang on a minute. We need to build a casino so we can benefit from this turn order change in business. Yes. All right. We have money now. We can build things. So, okay. All right. That was 3 actions. Now on to the mob wars. First, we'll reveal the mobsters. So they're going to come up in districts 5 and 8. And as usual, I'm going to shuffle this deck. Is that the right deck? Yes. And whoever is first is going to go to the lowest number district. Go. We have, she's familiar. Moonshine Mary. She comes with the strength of 10 and attacks District 5. There's nobody there to defend, so the mob speakeasies come out. And where is she? District 5. She has a permanent strength of 8. Yikes. And then we have Carlo Gambino. He goes and attacks District 8. Now, we gotta defend. Gambino attacks with a strength of 7 plus 1 is 8. With, what's his name? Joe. He defends by spending money equal to that strength. So he's gonna spend $8 to defend that. We need 8 strength to defend. We have 3. And we have 7 goons. That's not enough. We have to spend $7 to Birdie Brown, which we have after all that selling, to give us 6 strength plus 3 that we have. That's 9. That's enough to defend. So both of these buildings get defended. And Carlo Gambino does not come into the game. That's a shame. Okay, that was the Mob Wars. Prepare the Mob Wars for the next round. Where are they going to come in? District 12. District 2. Oops, that wasn't good. District 14. Yikes. We're gonna need a lot of defending at these next Mob Wars. Now the cops. Districts 7 and 8. 1, 2. Where else do we have a cop? District 2 and District 14, and then obviously the last 4 I'm not going to check. They're in 12, 10, 11 and 3. Okay, so at the end of the next round, which is the last time we have Mob Wars, they're going to come in with strength between 10 and 12 in Districts 2, which we really care about, and we'll have to defend 2 buildings. Are you kidding me? District 12, we also have a building there. In District 14, ouch. Okay. Now, if we can't defend, you straight up lose the building, which is not great. So we need to build enough strength to be able to defend these. The problem with that is usually you have to spend a lot of money to defend them, but yeah, we'll see how we go. We might have to hire Moonshine Mary here. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, district scoring. End of round 2. Downtown. Nobody controls districts 1 and 3. I control district 2 because of this protected building. The mob controls these 2. And Joe controls District 6. So that's the situation. So we are tied for second place with Joe. We both get $10. Okay. Midtown. Midtown says that in District 4, Joe is controlling that district. And District 7, sorry, not 4. District 8, we control it because Speakeasy trumps steals. That protected building trumps everything. Then 9, nobody controls it. 10 is controlled by the mob. 11 is nobody, and 12 is ours. Yes, we get $20 in our safe. And Joe and the mob, tied for second, get 0. We've done very well with this district scoring so far. And upside, no one. The mob. The mob, because Joe has an unprotected building here. So it doesn't exist. And this is ours because Speakeasy trumps steals. So we gain 30 bucks. Joe gets nothing. Okay. Okay, we've done all right. We've done all right. Usually it's the last round that gets us because he controls everything and then scores 1,000,000 points from his buildings. He hasn't built that much though. We've done well. We've done well with the buildings. Okay, so that's the complete round 2. We are now back to round 3. We'll return our capos. And this time, nobody got dead. All 3 of them come back. I don't know about next round though. We'll see. We need to shuffle the district cards. And then we need to plug these in here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. This is his deck for the last 2 rounds. Okay, so 3rd round we have 3 actions. And then we have the last mob wars and district scoring. And then we have 1 final action. So my concern is all of this defending we're going to have to do with the mobsters. So the mobsters at the end are going to be very strong, between 10 and 12. Let's say it's going to be 12. We're going to have to we have 3 strength. Even if we spend 7 bucks for Birdie Brown for a 6, that's 9. That's nowhere near as much as we need. And remember, we're going to have to do that for every building we want to defend. Wow. So we're going to need A, a ton of cash, B, strength. So there's 2 ways to try and slice this. We can either try and increase our own strength, which is good, or we can try and hire a stronger mob boss. Moonshine Mary. She gets us 8 strength instead of 6, but she also costs more money. So we have some cash. What do we want to do? Do we want to go attack one of the rum runner ships? We have a ton of people here. We need them out of there. We need them back on our board. We also have a couple of barrels that we can go and deliver. That's not a bad idea. There should be another helper card here. How are we doing? We're doing okay. What do we want to do? It's Joe's go anyway. He's first player, so it doesn't matter. Joe goes first. He goes to here and says, okay, I'm going to increase my VIP level of operations. Goes there. And my selling goes there. He's progressing very quickly and built another casino. Woof. Okay. He's building on District 3, but first he's going to gain a helper card. Which one? 10, 5, and 5. He's going to take this one if he doesn't have a pink bottle, which he doesn't. District 3 is closed, so he's not building there. Another card. He places a family member as a bonus on the downtown. District 4. Yes, he can go on District 4, so he's going to remove that Speakeasy, take that city tile on his board, and place this casino there. And now he's going to put out protection. He's going to put out 2 family members. He has 1, 2, 3 unprotected buildings. First he goes to districts that have cops. All 3 have cops, and then I think he just goes to most valuable buildings, right? First, buildings in districts with cops, buildings with barrels. Yes, so he's going to go there first. And then higher value buildings. These are both the same. And next tiebreaker is buildings in upper side. Makes sense. There you go. So he's placed 2 family members, and now he's going to place 3 books. He's going to score points again. Okay. Hey, I didn't say it's going to be easy. Okay, cooking the books. Does he have this? He does not. Does he have this? He does not. All of his nightclubs are here except this one. Does he have this? He does not. So then he goes to Town Hall. Does he have 5 districts with protected buildings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does. Damn you, Joe. Goes there, scores 20 points. That's the first book. Does he have 7? No. Does he have 2 crates? He does not. He only has 1. There hasn't been a lot of attacking ships this game. So then, after that, he goes to the infamy track, and unfortunately for us, he has access to this. So he's going to place his second book here, gain 15 bucks, and 1 up his lower operations track, which gets him even further. So that's 2 books, and the third book, it says here, if Joe places less than 3 books in the above spaces, he places 1 book and only 1 at the leftmost available space of Central Park, which is this guy. We don't care about him fulfilling this. He gains 10 bucks. So yeah, we've done well in terms of managing the district scoring, but we haven't been able to restrict him from getting all these book benefits. We have 2 books, but we haven't been able to use them. And realistically, this is not going to happen anytime soon. This might if we attack 2 ships. These down here seem very difficult. We talked about maybe doing this, and we've lost these. So yeah, the books are not looking great for us. Okay, our go. What do we want to do? We talked about doing a bit of strength stuff, yeah? How do we do that? How do we gain some strength? Well, first of all, we need a new helper card. Can we go here to gain a new association and strength? That's all we're gonna get. But I figure it's worth it. Or that's a full action wasted on that though. Do we go here to build some buildings? And in fact, we could go on the right spot, which is supposedly weaker because you have only the possibility of playing a purple card instead of any card, but you can also increase your operations once. And for us, we can play a purple card because we have barrels that we can sell. No, we just did that. Oops. Scratch that. We do not. How are we doing on city tiles? Produce and put out protection. We have no we have 1 family member on our board. Okay. Okay. Right. I think we're in a bit of trouble because of the book situation. Do we want to go and attack one of the ships? I think attacking one of the ships is probably a great idea. We have 23 bucks in cash. So we have 2 people in upper side. Upper side we have the purple and the orange ship. Purple ship, the Al Capone, gives us 5 bucks per level of our track operations, which is not good. The orange ship gives us $3 per strength of our association. Is that what that is? 6, so that's $18. I assume that's what that is, but let's have a quick look in the rule book. Crates. Crates say Where is that? Where is that one? Oh, I cannot find it. Oh, there it is. 3 times the strength of your associate. Okay. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. We need to get a better associate. Let's do that. We need to do that first. Okay, so first action, we need to start by protecting ourselves. We're gonna go there. All right, and we are going to gain a strength. Oh, is there any helper cards that can help us? Oh, 2 family members is amazing. Oh. But we need the strength, right? Yeah, we need the strength. So we need to discard the card here because of this barrier. Let's get rid of this one, I suppose. And now we can hire goons and get a new associate. So Birdie Brown goes back to district. Where is she? 15. And we are going to gain Moonshine Mary from district 5. Now you don't actually pay anything when you associate yourself with these. But you pay when you need to use them, basically. $9 is a lot, but 8 strength is fantastic. And she gets us 2 leverage, so we'll be able to play some protection out. So that's it. Do we want to hire any goons? No. Way too expensive. But do we want to hire any goons? Let's hire 1. I have a feeling we may need them. Okay. And that is our first turn. How are we doing? We're almost there. Right. We need to draw a card at the end of our turn. So, yeah, what card do we want to draw? We have 1 of each. What are we likely to do? We're likely to deliver stuff. We're likely to attack. I think we're gonna need this guy. Okay. Second action. Joe. He goes to the docks. Uh-oh. That's where we wanted to go next. We'll worry about that when the time comes. He increases his production level, goes to 17. He produces 3 barrels now. I don't like where this is going. Where's his stills? 1, 2, 3. He attacks the ship and he places 3 books. Wow. Okay. Attacks a ship. Which ship does he attack? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Joe always has a strength, does not need family members, attacks a ship with the most barrels. Most barrels is the Al Capone, so he's going to take this barrel. So he's attacking the purple ship, which is docked here in upper side. So we gain When Joe attacks a Ram Runner ship, we gain $1 from the bank for each of our family members at the dock of the attacked ship. We have 2, we gain $2. He gains, we are in Act 3, so he gains $15 for that. He takes this. Takes that, returns one of his family members from that dock, and takes a barrel from the attacked ship to his most valued operating building. That's this casino here. Done. Then the purple ship moves clockwise, so it goes and comes all the way here. That's bad news for us because we wanted to, no we didn't, we wanted to attack the yellow ship, so we're fine. Orange ship, whatever that's called. Okay. All right, so that is his second action, and now he hasn't finished yet. He needs to place 3 books. I don't think he has 3 books to place. Let's not put them out yet because he needs to look at these first. He does not fulfill this, he does not fulfill that, and he does not fulfill this. So then he goes over here. Does he have protected buildings in 7 districts? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no, then he goes here. He has 2 crates now. So Joe places his first book here and gains $15. And then he goes here to the infamy track, but these 2 are taken and he hasn't reached this top one yet. So he's only placed 1 book. And then if he's placed less than 3, he places only 1 here in Central Park and gains $10. So he cannot keep placing books in spaces he doesn't have the requirements for. Okay, that was his second action. My go. My second action. What do we want to do now? Yeah, the book situation has really messed. We've really messed that up. We don't have many valuable buildings. We need to play some valuable buildings out. We took that protection that we were after, so that's great. But what are we going to do now? We could try and go for this. So that means we would upgrade this to a casino. We upgrade this Speakeasy to a casino. And then maybe that can help us fulfill this. Maybe. We have some barrels here that we can deliver to our things and sell. But we also talked about maybe attacking one of these ships. Now this is going to get us some good money if we attack the Sandra Blue Daisy ship, the Sandra Daisy, because that gets us 3 money per level of strength of our associate, which is now 8. So that's 24. That's 24 cash. That's very good. The problem with that is we need 13 strength, and that ship is docked in the upper side where we have 2 family members times 4, which is our strength, is 8. That's not enough. We could use goons, but we don't want to do that. So we'd have to use Joe's family member here. We'd pay him, but that's okay. So that's 3 times 4 is 12. And we'd use 1 goon to take out that ship. So that's one of the options here. 24 bucks is not bad. I think we should do that. Let's do that. Or do we simply go for some buildings and try and protect them next turn with some family members? We have the money to play some buildings out. Casino there. And maybe another casino here. Take advantage of this. Or we could attack one of these. One of these ones. Problem is, we don't have enough money for that. Okay. Right. Okay, I have an idea. I think we are going to go here. We are going to go here. Now, we want to build a casino and we want to build a nightclub. But do we want to play any card or do we want to sell? We don't have barrels to sell, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to go on the left spot, build 2 buildings. So, first, I'm going to build a casino and I'm going to upgrade that Speakeasy. So casino costs 17 and a card, but I'm going to upgrade one of these Speakeasies, so that gets me a discount of 3, so I need to pay only 14. So that goes down to 7. That Speakeasy is out of the game. This casino comes in. Done. I need to discard the card for that. I'm gonna discard this one, I think. Yeah. Then we want to build a nightclub. Now, this nightclub is useless because we can't sell anything right now. This one is good because it increases one of our tracks. This one produces, which doesn't do us much good. So we're going to build this. So we need to spend 12 bucks for that. We only have 7. So that means we need another 5, which is 10 from our safe. And we're going to build a nightclub. Now, I think we want to take over one of these mob places here to basically win the majority, is what I'm trying to do. So is that what we want? Or do we want to go down? Yeah, this is what we want, right? Wait, no. I was going here, so I was trying to go for this. So I'm going to go here in one of these districts. Has to be a different one than my Speakeasy, so I can go here or there. I think I'm going to go here to take this district away from Joe. So here I need to have strength more than 4 to take over this mobster Speakeasy. I have strength of 4. I'm gonna spend a free goon. That's 5, that's enough. That goes away. I take this city tile. And this becomes my nightclub, which gets me one of my operation tracks. Now, do we want to go full on strength here? We're going to lose 2 cards. I think we do. So we're going up 1 here. 13, is that right? 5, 9, 10, 12. We should be at 14, which gets me another family member. Right? 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Plus 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14 on an infamy track, gets me a family member, but I have to discard 2 cards now. Well, with our last action, what are we likely to do? Protect these buildings, right? So to protect these buildings, how are we going to do that? We can go there. So we need the red card. We need to keep that. Or we can go there and place the city tiles. So I think we need to discard this one and this one. So I'm gonna discard these two. And now it's the end. That was my turn. No, it's not. I built the 2 buildings. And now I get to play a card. So I'm going to play this red card, which gets me a family member. And now I can hold 3. And now I get to place protection out. I'm second in turn order. I need 2 leverage for each one. I have 2, 4, 5, 6. I could place up to 3, but unfortunately I only have 2 buildings here. But that's okay. There's 1 there and 1 there. So that's my turn now, and now I have to take a card. So we've protected the buildings at the same time. That was pretty cool, which means we're good for the last round to try and do some shenanigans. We qualify for both of these now. Look at that. A district that has a speakeasy and a casino in the same district. There they are. A district and nightclub in different districts. There they are. So we qualify for both of these, and we have 2 books. So ideally we'd want to go there. So we need this card because we need to use that to sell. So I think I'm going to draw, what am I drawing? Green card, maybe. Oh, hang on. No. We're drawing an orange card in case we want to go attack a ship next turn. Okay. That is our second action done. Joe's last action. He goes to the restaurant. Changes turn order. That's okay, we don't mind. Goes up on his operations there. Builds a nightclub. Where does he build the nightclub? Let's have a look. He gains a helper card. Okay. Are there any good helper cards for him? This one with 20 bucks. Does he have that bottle? He does. So he's not going to take that. He's going to take this one with the 5. So. And then he builds that in district number 1. That's closed. He keeps drawing cards. District number 10, that checks out. So he's going to build that up here. Takes this city tile. Builds this in district number 10. Done. Then he places out protection. He can place out 2 family members. And it happens that he has 2 unprotected buildings. This casino there. And this nightclub there. Yikes. Right. And then he sells. And now he can sell 3 barrels. He only has 2 to sell. No, he has 3. He has 3, 1 from a small building, small is a speakeasy, and 2 from nightclubs or casinos, which are the high buildings. And we're lucky because he hasn't reached level 19 yet. Let's double check that on the infamy track. 5, 10, 14, 18. So he's 1 short. So he gains this benefit, which is 20 from each one of the big buildings and 15 from the Speakeasy. That's 20 plus 20 from the nightclub, 20 from the casino, that's 40, plus 15 from the Speakeasy. That is 55 bucks for Joe. So he's made all his money towards the end. All right, that was his third action. I think we have a chance of beating him, but we shall see. He has way too many buildings out there. This is what got us last time. We have a chance of beating him, he says, when he has half his money in the safe, where he can't even use it. Okay, my last action. There's no way I'm gonna beat Joe. No way. Do I want to place my books out? Or do I want to attack that ship while I still can? I can do one of these two. If I go here, I will have to... Well, I can't go there because there's only one spot. So I'm going to have to go to the park to bump Joe out of there. And then Joe will get $5 for that. So that's not great for me, but this boat does get me 24 bucks, which is very nice because now I have 0. And remember, I'm gonna need money to pay for all of my protected, the buildings I have to defend this turn. So let's play this out. If I go to attack a ship, I'm going to gain 24 bucks. That's it. That's all the money I'm going to have to be able to defend myself. If I go to the restaurant, I can play 2 city tiles. So I could play this city tile to send some of these barrels out. Oh, the problem is my truck is all the way over there. It's too far away. And I haven't reached level 3 here to use my second truck. Oops. That's not good. I think that just determined our course of action. Hasn't it? That is not good. But that's what we have to do. We have no barrels to sell. We cannot deliver. There does tend to be a few oops moments. So much is happening, says Steven. Yes, mate, that's exactly right. There's a lot going on, but it's extremely thinky and extremely enjoyable. When did Joe change the turn order? He just did. Okay, so it's going to be at the end of this round. What? I don't see any options. I need cash. I can't get cash from selling because I have no barrels to sell at the high value buildings, and I cannot get the barrels there because my truck is too goddamn far away. So, ergo, we're attacking the ship. So I'm gonna go to the park. How does the park work? Let's see. If Joe's capo is sent to the park, he gets 5. Yes, I'm going to the park to bump Joe out of there. He gains 5 bucks. Boo. And now here I can play an orange card, gain a free goon, which I'm definitely going to do. Definitely gaining that free goon. And playing an orange card, why not? I'm going to play this. That allows me to increase my operations here by 1. Which gets me up here. And I can spend the card if I want to advance it 1 more. I don't want to because I want to keep my selling card, I think. And that doesn't really help me with a lot. Yeah. Would be nice to get the 17, but I don't see it. Okay, well. So we've done that. We've done this. We played the card, take the benefit. Now we have to produce. And our production level is at 2. Oh, I guess if I go there, it's going to be 3, but it's not going to matter. I'm not going to have time to do anything with those barrels. So I produce 2 more barrels here at my stills. And now I can attack a ship. And we've already established I'm going to be attacking this ship, the Sandra Bluey Daisy, the Sandra Daisy. It is docked in the upper side here. And we have family members in the upper side waiting. We are going to use one of Joe's family members, so you can use other players' family members. And we have to pay him $1 for that. We don't have $1, so it's $2 from our safe. $1 in Joe's pocket. So that means we have 3 family members here. Multiply that with 5, which is our base strength. That's 15. That's enough to take out the Sandra Daisy. So we take this crate. We score 3 times our associate's strength. That's 24. We gain, that flips. Ooh. Ooh. This is useful. Let's place that there so I don't forget. Does that mean we get a discount every time we use an associate? Oh, this is very useful. Getting help from your associate costs 2 less. That is fantastic. It's almost as if I planned this. So Moonshine Mary will cost us $7 instead of 2. Hey, that's great. Okay, so we gain the crate, we gain the money, we gain a barrel from this ship, which we can place in one of our buildings anywhere on the board. Let's place it on this casino. We gain one of our family members back. And here's the sequence. Got the crate, got the barrel, family member comes back, and the ship moves. So the ship moves, no, goes there. And we put a new crate here. And that is my turn. And now I have to draw a card. So that was my 3rd action. This is going to be the end of the round. Let's think about this. What do we want to do in the last action of the game? We have the 2 books that can get us these 2. That's $40 in our safe. That's going to be difficult to top. So to take these books, we're going to have to go to the restaurant. At the restaurant, we can play a card or 2 city tiles. It would be awesome if we were able to sell some booze. But how are we going to do that? We only have 1 barrel here. So we could play 2 city tiles. One is deliver, and the other one is place out. Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think we're going to be able to do much. That's a shame. So it looks like we are going to take any card because it's not going to matter. Yeah. Okay. Done. So that was my my 3rd action, and the round is over. We change the turn order, and Joe has 2 casinos out, so he gains 10 points. Stop it, Joe. Hey, we have 1 casino though. Look at that. $5. I don't mind that. $5 is good. Okay, that is it. The 3rd round is over, and off to the mob wars now. The mobsters will come out in districts 2, 12, and 14. So I'm gonna shuffle these. Shuffle, and the first one is Meyer Lansky. I remember him from the coin games, from GMT. Isn't he the guy that had the casinos down in Cuba for the CIA. That's him. Meyer Lansky comes out with a strength of 11 in District 2. Do we want to defend? You bet we want to defend. Do we want to defend both? Boof. I guess we're gonna have to. So, one at a time. Let's defend this casino first. We need to have a strength of 11. We have 5. And if we pay Moonshine Mary $7 because of this, that gets us to 13, which is enough. So I'm going to spend the 7. I'm going to go to 22. So that defends the casino. Same deal for the Speakeasy. Right? Yes. So I'm going down to 15. I'm losing all my money I just made. So what's his name? Meyer Lansky is out of the game. Bye-bye. He did not manage to take over any speakeasies. The second person coming into District 12 is Dutch Schultz. So Dutch Schultz says he comes in strength 12. Do we want to defend? We're going to have to defend here as well. We're going to run out of money. Strength 12 says 5 plus 8 is 30. Yeah, we have to. We have to. It's another $7. That really killed us. So we defend here, but Schultz says, you know what? I'm okay with this because there's another spot here I can take. So he comes in District 12 and has a base strength of 10. So that's that. And finally, we have Bell Livingston coming in District here, in District 14, with a strength of 11. Finally, Joe has to defend one of his buildings for $11. So he spends the $11 and we're going to spend our usual $7 to defend. And Bell Livingston does not come in the game. So that is the final mob wars done. Cops come out in the last 4 districts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we do the final majority scoring. Let's go. Majority in Region 1, downtown. Districts 1 and 3, not controlled by anybody. District 2, controlled by Yellow, that's me. District 4, controlled by Joe. Joe the mobster. District 5 is controlled by the mob, and District 6, unfortunately for us, is controlled by Joe. So Joe gets $30. And mob and us are tied for second, so we get third place for $10 in our safe. That's done. Midtown. District number 7. We have a nightclub. Joe has a speakeasy. Nightclub trumps speakeasy. We control that district. Unfortunately, in District 8, Joe has a speakeasy and we have our stills. So Joe controls it. Nobody controls 9 or 11. 10, Joe has it. 12, we have it. So we get 2 districts each. We tie for first place. We both get second for $10 each. You can see where this is going, right? There's no way we're going to catch him. But worth a try, worth a shot. And then upper side, yeah, we didn't manage to do much here because here mob controls that, Joe controls this, and we control that. So we all control 1. This is not controlled by anyone, so we all get third place for $20. So we didn't manage to get more money than Joe, basically. All right, that is the final scoring. And now these capos have been shot, or most likely are lying at the bottom of the ocean. We have one final action back. That's the final round. What do we want to do? We've already established we want to go to the restaurant, yeah? because we want to play our books. That's what's going to get us some money. Yeah, we've lost the game, but that's okay. So I gotta lose a card. I'm gonna lose this card, I suppose. Oh. Let's have a look. This gets me 20 bucks, but I already have that bottle. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna lose this card. I'm not gonna go second, obviously, because I need to keep my card. And now I can place my 3 books. I have 2 books to place. Bang, bang. So that gets me 20 plus 20 for, let's double check. This is 1 speakeasy and 1 casino in the same district. All these have to be protected. We have this here. And this one is 1 speakeasy and 1 nightclub in different districts, both protected. We have both. So we gain 40 bucks. Add, oof. Okay. I'm just going to do it manually. 40 bucks. And 2 increases in our tracks. At this point, I don't think it matters. I'm gonna go here and here again because I can. And that's 2 bumps up this track, which is good because we go 1, 2, gets us a card, which is useless because it's the end of the game, but gets us a helper card, which can give us some money. Only 5, it seems. But that's okay. It's gonna be this one. So those are our 2 books, and then we can play a card, or we can place 2 city tiles, but the 2 city tiles don't give us anything. So I'm gonna play this card, which gets me a family member. Yeah. That's not going to do anything for me, is it? I wonder if I could do it the other way around, but it wouldn't have mattered. Place a family member to get a 3rd book, but I can't place a 3rd book anywhere. Oh, I could. Okay, so slight backseat. I'm going to do the card first, get the family member, but instead of placing him on my board, I'm going to place him up there, which gets me a book. And then I'm going to play and sell, and then I'm going to place the 3 books. So I'm going to sell first, and then I'm going to place my 3rd book. Sell, I only have 1 barrel to sell anyway, this one. It's at a casino, and I sell for 20. And then I'm going to place my 3rd book, and the only place I can place it is here, one of these. Do I have 12? Yeah, I think I can do either of these. This requires it to have 1 protected building, 1 protected speakeasy in each one of these 3 regions, which I do. Gets me a family member, which again doesn't matter, but gets me 10 more bucks. That was it. That was my final action. A bit underwhelming, but that's okay. And now Joe will take his final action. And Joe says, okay, I'm gonna go up here. I'm going to place protection out. He doesn't have any unprotected buildings. He's gonna place a speakeasy. I have a feeling it's not going to matter. Oh, he takes a helper card though. Does he take this 10? He does. Yep. Places on District 11. He can't. How about District 5? Yes. Although that's not going to matter. He places his speakeasy, sells any barrels that he has. He only has 1 on one of these speakeasies. So at least that's not too bad. But he's made it all the way there, so he gains another $20 for that. Woof. Okay. and then delivers barrels, which I'm going to skip because it doesn't matter whether he delivers barrels or not. But if he delivers 3 barrels to his best, most valuable buildings. It's going to be this one, and then his nightclub over here. And that is the end of the game. I did even worse than last time. I scored really, really low. Wow. Okay, well, let's see how we go. Let's see how we went. End of the game. Yeah. Right, so Joe, before we forget, scores 1 for each one of the city tiles on his board, so that's 7. He goes to 314. Our cash is not transferred here, so it's all cash. So instead of 21 and 2014, we combine it, it's 235. I'm just going to use this. Cash, the barrels, and what else? Protected buildings and helper cards. So helper cards, Joe has 10, 20, 45 more. So yeah, we only have, this counts, we only have 30. Yeah. And finally, protected buildings based on this scoring here. So protected speakeasies give you $10, 15 for the nightclubs, and 20 for your stills in your casino. So let's go by building type. Speakeasies, I have 1, 2, 3. So that is $30. Joe has, this is not protected. He has 1, 2, so that's $20 for Joe. Nightclubs, I have 1, this one, so that gets me $15. And Joe also has, no, he has 2 actually. He has 1 there and 1 down here, so that's $30 for Joe. Ouch. He smashed me. He smashed me. And then 20 for our speakeasies. Somebody's calling me. 20 for our stills. There's 1 here for Joe and 1 here for me. So that's $20 a piece. And finally, 20 for each casino. I have 1, Joe has 2. There's mine. This and these are Joe's. So he gets $40 and finishes at 469. Wowzers. And I finish at 350. Damn. So, final score, Joe the Mobster, 469. Def the Kitten, 350. Damn. He smashed me. Yeah. So, I guess you see how this plays out. The buildings are very, very important. Selling booze is good for money, but ultimately it's a mob war, like it's a territorial war. You need to have as many of your buildings out as possible. I also lost a lot of these books at the start, even though I did manage to gain these at the end, so that was good, but I didn't manage to do any like massive sell actions, which I did in the previous game, and I sold like, I think I sold like 3 barrels or 4 barrels for like $50-$60. So you got to position things in a way that does that. I think I didn't use my track operations much. You see, we ended up with 4 barrels still sitting in my stills instead of distributing them out to the various valuable buildings to sell them. And yeah, Joe scored higher than last game, which was what was the last game score? 406 to 377. So I did worse than last time, and Joe did much better than last time. So yeah, I didn't do well with the territory control. You see here in the last round, we were tied here, and he was ahead of me there. So basically, he increased his distance from me. In the previous game, I managed to at least keep my control of the upper side, which gave the most money. So yeah, this is fantastic. What do you think? Looks fun, says Steven. Yeah, it's very, very fun. So, I mean, this took me 2.5 hours on the dot, and, you know, I'm walking through my steps, but, you know, I think this is probably a, 2-hour game on the table for solo play, maybe 2.5 hours for a multiplayer game on the table. Yeah, so many things to consider, and I love that because first time I played it, I thought, okay, well, maybe, selling the alcohol is the most important bit, but you also have to consider the buildings, and you also have to consider the rum runner ships, and you also have to consider where the cops will go, and you have to consider where the mob is going to be, and where the mobster speakeasies are going to be, and being able to cook the books in a way that gets you the money. The earlier you go here, the bigger the advantage you have. Your operations are very important in terms to be able to deliver barrels and sell them, and you need the strength to protect yourself. You see, we lost, we had to protect 1, 2, 4 buildings at the end, and that was like $30 that we lost just from that protection, and Joe only lost 11 for 1. So thanks, Steph. You make these games more approachable with your thought process sharing. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that is the idea. If you've watched any of the other playthroughs on the channel, I like walking people through some of these more difficult, complex games. And yeah, I've taught these kinds of games hundreds of times to people. One time we had a game day here in Brisbane where I was teaching Escape Plan to this couple, and they went across to the More Than Meeples stall where they had games for sale, and they bought a copy of Escape Plan before we even started playing the game. So yeah, I love making these games more approachable to people. So I'm gonna be attempting to do to find time and 2 more players to do a full multiplayer 3-player teach and playthrough of Speakeasy, but this was a solo version. So yeah, thanks very much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough, and yeah, keep an eye out on the channel if you want to have a look at how the multiplayer game goes, but I will also be doing a full teach when that happens, so keep an eye out on the channel for that. Thanks very much for sticking around, and see you on the next stream. Bye bye.